Spurs fans fired up, and who can blame them? They're ready to take another look at the undefeated silver and black for the second home game of the season. Welcome to Spurs basketball on Fox Sports Southwest, as tonight San Antonio at 4-0 will host the Utah Jazz. The Jazz enter the building with a record of 1-2.
Back to Gasol from 17, and Powell hit a number of those Sunday.
Yeah.
Good sign here. Tonight with Boris Diaw out of the lineup as well. And Kawhi Leonard, seventh leading scorer in the league, drains the jumper. Miami, and again, dominant in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that right there, Bill, was yet another shot that he would have taken last year.
7 blocks per contest for Gobert. Johnson spins it to Favors, rotates to George Hill. And George Hill knocks down the 9 on the shot clock for Joe Johnson. Over Simmons for 3. Leonard, transition 3. Kawhi knocks down the triple. What he's seen of the Jazz and their improvement, Gobert, and he said, well, to be honest, as the bucket is good here, you got other things to do. They'll tell you what you need.
They're watching tape day and night. Oh, there we go.
Another 3 from Leonard.
Simmons had the shot, but he's wise to give it up to Kawhi, who was wide open as well.
Antonio, we all know the Kawhi success, but Hill was very important to Indiana in their playoff run, says Aldridge, a turnaround jumper for 2. Right back to Johnson. Good ball movement by Utah, and sets up a Hood triple, 100% and 4 of 5 from deep.
I was just going to say, they're making some shots right now.
Gasol from Manu Ginobili. Heads up.
That's what I told you guys the other day.
You didn't put on some type of mask and head out for a while.
Yeah, could have put on a Timmy Duncan mask, but then I'd be mistaken for a creepy clown. Every time he gets a wide open look, you feel like it's going in. It's the rush shots, or the ones that are over an outstretched arm, or ones that are just force a shot in this offense. Look at those hands.
Patty Mills. And high off the glass. Good on you, Patty. Product. Big time in Washington, Atlanta. Been a good fit for the Jazz last year. He, like his teammates, can't miss.
He got caught in no man's land in between 2 guys.
Exum has it deflected. Manu strikes it. Mills with a left-hand layup. Inside a minute to 43 seconds to go. Draws the foul. Get in there. And the ball listens as Lee an and 1 opportunity. Get the final shot. 7 seconds. Mack for 3.
That's the guy you can't give the shot to.
Good gracious. Not like Dwayne Dedman has to try to get a little tricky to finish there.
That's exactly right.
Mack the other way, and he got by Dedman for the bucket. They're a 70%, including 7 of 9 from 3 for 78%.
Yeah, well, there's another one. We've had some defensive lapses, but
Simmons to Aldridge. LaMarcus got it. Swisheroo. Rebound to Tony from Simmons. Leonard off the screen. All he needs is a split second. Double team. Aldridge. Oh, off from Gasol to Kawhi for 3. What the heck? Oh, mama! Kawhi Leonard! Parker, here comes San Antonio. 4:30 to go in the half. Tony joined in the party!
rim.
Think of any way you can get him. Leonard pulls up. Count that baby as well! 15 straight for the Spurs. Shows us up, and now he's got his contact back, and he's ready to check back in. Aldridge ties it up. Spurs have picked up that 16-point deficit. Hood tries to put him back on top and does. Those terrific Suns teams that the Spurs had so many rivalry games with in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right.
Aldridge from Manu and tiptoes to the basket. Recognize as they wait for Kawhi, and then he comes to get the basketball. Wow. Vinny McGinn. Floater is good for Kawhi. Spurs with Simmons. Inside and 1. LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's just too long there.
Down by 16 at one point. Parker swings it back to L.A. Got it.
He's not
Bridge. 9:28 mark of the third. Gobert out front. Off to George Hill. And George, slick move to the hoop.
Yeah.
they had the best of the big versus small mismatch.
And you also had Gobert way out in the perimeter against Kawhi Leonard. They were obsessed with it, but just to keep the defense honest and open up the lane for LaMarcus as well.
Lyles' turnaround jumper is good. Spurs led by Leonard's 20. LA has 17, the only players in double figures. Parker with a little floater. And run the show.
That's exactly right. Get the ball to Kawhi and LaMarcus first off, and Powell.
Or spin and score like that. Oh, mama! Match here with Aldridge out front. Now George will attack. Sets up Lyles for the triple. And he drains it. Tie out to Hill. Shelvin Mack. And Jazz back on top. 65-63. Just think of this Utah team when they have Gordon Hayward and Alec Burks as an and one by Lyles goes through here. Lee on the miss that time. And there's Trey Lyles remaining in the third period.
I was just thinking that if we don't score here, he's going to possibly call timeout, but you're already in the break area, so he just...
Manu strips him of it. Mills.
Look out.
Floater. Oh, the juice. Jonathan Simmons. Stripped of it by Exum.
Dante Exum comes all the way back in the paint. He's guarding Monte Ginobili. He comes a long way to come up with that steal.
And Exum with a bucket and an and one. Ingles with it out front. 12 on the shot clock. 10:58 remaining. Oh my. Ingles with it. Spurs down 5. David Lee powers his way and scores.
Does a great job. Big body of his. Threw his shoulder right in the chest of Wick. He kept him from the block.
Ingles. Oh goodness. Figures the other way. Hood and Hill, the starters, with 14 and 12 respectively, and Lyles and Mack with 12 each off the bench floor for 14 points.
He's gone back to his college days.
But the Spurs answer.
Wow. Hutchison impossibly stepping up for the Jazz, who's been a hero. It was George Hill at the beginning of the third, kept his team close when our guys came out on fire. And then
11 to go here in the ball game. Mills, tough shot, and he drained it. Good on you. Ingles swings it. Johnson for 3. Wow, with Leonard coming out on him.
Good getting back there instead of just conceding the layup.
That wasn't easy. Underneath, Aldridge got it from Powell. George Hill.
You see how smart and patient he was there?
Why Leonard? Going top shelf. Gasol to foul. And Powell stuffs it back in. Front. 5-minute mark. Hill for 3. If they're open, they are 13 of 28 from 3. Oh, what a pass! And Gasol, their benefactor.
Pivot foot. And didn't panic once he picked the ball up.
Hill the floater. And George Hill feeling it against his off the mark on that one. Hill again, their leading scorer, 20 a game, and an and one for George Hill. Third straight bucket. Spurs in an 8-point hole now with 3:50 to go. Leonard raises up and knocks it down. Oh, mama. Johnson. Got the size on Parker.
I was going to try to back him up, and that's exactly what the Jazz wanted. They isolated him at the top.
Hood and the Spurs turn it over. Just the 9th time tonight, but costly. Lyles with a 3 and Friday night. And they return this game in Salt Lake City. Hood for another 3. At this point, go ahead and make them City. It was 96-91, and the Jazz showing they can close it out with 10 straight points to end it. 106-91, and the Spurs.